Ben's 9 years old, and he started something. It's Rob and Liz. Harlan filling in for Liz this week. She's on vacation. His morning crew on his radio. And here's what Ben did. He started a lemonade stand, and he loves cats. As a matter of fact, there's this cat shelter he really likes, and so he started to sell lemonade and then made $1,500 and donated it to the cat shelter.
In order for those perfect little kitties to have toys, he looked at them with their eyes just so big and needy, and he knew that he couldn't take them all home, so he thought, what can I do? And he decided that he could make sure they all had something to do while they were there until they got adopted.
And then I heard other people were just so inspired by what Ben did that they started donating to the cat shelter too.
Yeah.
So not just the $1,500, but whatever everybody else did too on top of that.
Yeah, and the lemonade stand, his mama threw it up on Facebook, like all mamas do, because we're just proud of our babies.
Oh, yeah.
And people started giving left and right without even buying any lemonade. So he did all this work. People in the neighborhood came. He was successful. But then, people just gave anyway because he found some need and he decided it was important that he do something about it.
Ben, you are amazing.
Rob and Liz,
his morning crew.
There is a new drone company. They've picked just a few essential businesses to partner with to try this new drone out, and they have chosen Bluebell as an essential part of life, which
the ice cream
I agree
people?
with. Yes, Bluebell is the best ice cream in the world.
Really?
That is a fact for me, personally. It's my personal
that's
favorite
great. Okay.
ice cream in the world.
Bluebell.
And yes.
The ice cream people.
Yes.
On a drone.
Yes. Delivering it straight to your door, drone. Like it just drops. Like I am moving into this house. In 50 days, I'm going to be sitting in my rocking chair on my front porch because I live in the South now. And it is going to just drop on the porch. Bride's cake flavored ice cream is just going to drop on the porch.
That's the thing. I can see, I don't know why, I can see Harlan sitting on her front porch with a bowl and spoon in hand
Why
ready
do you need
for
a bowl?
this. Oh, you're going to eat right out of the thing, huh?
Absolutely. Do not tell my husband. It is his pet peeve.
Rob and Liz,
his morning crew.
I don't know if you saw this. So here is this couple, and they have somebody in a wheelchair. It's hard to really tell who this is because it is a downpour of rain. They're like in Washington, D.C., and they're trying to get this person across the street. The hoodies of the rain jackets are up. It's pouring rain. This dude jumps out of his car with an umbrella, hands them his umbrella, gets back in the car, and then drives off. He just wanted to make sure that this couple that's pushing this person in a wheelchair across the street can stay a little bit more dry than what they are because it's like raining cats and dogs outside.
Kindness is everything. And the fact that this man it makes my heart so happy that this man took a moment out of his life to help somebody else jump back on his car. He was on his way. But kindness will go on because
well, it was
of that.
What, 20 seconds? I think it was no more than 20 seconds for that guy to do what he did. Yeah, he gave up his umbrella, so he's got to go buy another one, unless he has like lots of umbrellas. But that was just so kind. I don't think like that. I don't think like that. I don't think I would have seen, oh, there's somebody, poor soul, and then just drive off.
I want to be more like that.
Right.
This is encouraging to be more like that. What kind of kindness can I do even today, even right now? It's not pouring rain, but there's somebody out there that needs you to be kind to them today.
Yeah, I just wish I had some coffee. I don't have any coffee.
I wish I had some coffee too, Rob. What are you?
I thought she was going to get my... I was giving you a chance to be kind.
Oh.
She didn't bite.
Rob and Liz,
his morning crew.
See, Patrice decided that going to a mechanic is super intimidating, which I will agree with. As a lady, they can be overwhelming when you don't know what's going on with your car. You get taken advantage of. They tell you the motor's gone and really you just needed the engine light turned off. Like, it happens.
That's all that's needed. So she's going to do things right, it sounds like.
So she opened her own shop.
Nice.
Learned how to do it all. She went to school, did the whole thing, opened up her shop. And the best part, she put a nail salon in it. So while you're waiting for your car to be checked and repaired, you can get your nails done. And it is a nice nail salon too. Like, she did not skimp. It does not look like the normal mechanic, nasty coffee pot, maybe a Keurig if you're lucky.
Boy, she's painting a picture
with some
here.
nasty chairs with some grease everywhere.
With a burnt coffee at the bottom of the coffee maker.
I don't even.
Not every place is like that, but she kind of amped it up, huh?
She did. And now there's a salon. You could get a pedicure with one of those fancy chairs you sit back in.
Pedicure, isn't that the feet thing?
That is the feet thing. You could do
So,
a mani, a pedi.
A
while
whatty
you
and a
wait.
hooey?
A mani and a pedi.
What's a mani?
The manicure for your hands.
Why did you just say that?
Because it's a mani pedi.
And the pedi is for the feet?
Yes.
Okay.
And the mechanic does the car.
Okay. Well, you get your nails done.
Yes. Isn't that amazing? Like, finally, there is a place that has something to do in the lobby that I actually need or want done while my car's getting worked on professionally, correctly.
This sounds nice, but it also sounds like it's getting pretty expensive.
I don't care.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
There's something that I'm learning about Harlan. She's the newest to the family. She's on every afternoon, but she's down with us this morning and the rest of the week. Something I learned about Harlan, and it started with me overhearing her singing this. And it sounded like, Little Sweet, that Dr. Pepper dude. And she just sang. I wish you could have heard this. She just said it like this. Krispy Kreme. So evidently, Wednesday's a thing for Harlan. And Krispy Kreme's a thing for Harlan.
It's my new favorite day. So I love snacks in general, but when there's a deal on a snack or like a new snack to try, that is my happy
It's that
place.
gas price thing now, isn't it?
Yes.
Wednesdays,
so
right?
Krispy Kreme is now offering a dozen donuts on the national average of gas.
So
National gas
what is it
average,
today?
$4.12.
Wow.
$4
They need to
and
do
12 cents, and you get a whole dozen donuts.
Didn't I just drive by a gas station? I thought for the world of me I saw $3.65.
But that's here. But it's the national average. So in California,
Not fair.
See, California just makes our donuts more expensive here,
Thanks, Callie.
right?
Good night. Okay. But this is supposed to be a deal. What are donuts usually? I don't know.
Like $11.
For real?
For the specialty ones, at least $11 a dozen, at least.
Okay.
If they're
but
good
this isn't
donuts.
for specialty, isn't it for their glazed
They're
thing?
glazed,
Because
yes.
I don't do donuts, so I don't know.
I usually do the specialty ones unless there's like something
Okay,
like this
tell me.
going
What
on.
is it? What is it? What's the specialty? Is
Well,
it the
they
Boston cream? Do they have Boston cream there? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't
Do you know what Boston cream is?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Whew. I thought she's
But I
been
like
missing out on life.
raspberry filled.
So that's your jam
I like the
at
jam.
Krispy Kreme.
Yeah.
She likes the jam
With sugar.
and the donut.
A
What
lot of
else?
sugar.
So there's the raspberry. What else?
They have a new one with cinnamon toast crunch on top, which is
the
awesome.
cereal?
The idea of putting cereal on donuts is not like brand new, but it is delicious.
Okay.
So like
All
you
right.
can get, Oreos on top or whatever.
What, you put unhealthy on top of unhealthy?
Yes. And then
All
wrap
right.
it in bacon probably.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Check out this open mic that just came in through the My HISRadio app. By the way, the My HISRadio app, if you don't have it, Google Play App Store, it's free. So here's the open mic that just came in.
Good morning, His Radio. Great driving in with y'all every morning and listening. I have to be with Rob on this. I love donuts. I wish I could have them, but I'm gluten free, and I would have them with almost anything on them right now, but I just can't do it. I say everyone go out and enjoy.
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what he's referencing is that that's the Krispy Kreme thing today. It's like the price of the average gallon of gas right now for Krispy Kreme. And Harlan's like so into Krispy Kreme, I don't care about donuts.
I care about all donuts, all flavors, and the more with the stuff inside, the better.
Now, listen.
All the things.
You mentioned in the open mic about being gluten-free and you can't have donuts. My wife makes a gluten-free donut, and I think there's apples in it, and it's really good.
She makes a donut with an apple?
No, she makes a gluten-free apple. No, a gluten-free donut, and it's got the apple flavor, and I think she uses apples to put in it. I don't know. I don't taste chunk or anything like that.
So instead of gluten, she uses apple-based, which means they are healthier, right?
Supposedly, yeah. There's probably sugar and stuff in it. Just because it's gluten-free does not mean it's the healthiest thing on the planet. There's just gluten that's out of it.
Oh, I thought she was turning apples into goodness.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
You're at a park. You're going for a hike. And if you're like at a national park, you know how they have those I don't want to call it a portalette, but they're not actually a restroom, but they have, a little hole there and stuff.
Porter potties.
Okay, we'll just call it a porta potty. So, because they're in a structure, they're in a building, okay? This lady is done with her hike, and she goes to use one of these facilities. And, of course, most people, use their phone in one. Don't say you don't because you do. So she drops it down into that toilet at the National Park restroom, okay? Where there's no flushing. And she's like, I need my phone. I don't know if you would go to retrieve yours. If you did that, she did. She went in after it using the dog leash. She couldn't get it. She tried to propel herself down using the dog leash. Okay? And falls in and cannot get out.
She just plops right in there.
I know. I'm sorry if you're eating breakfast. But here's the thing. She still had a signal. So she wiped her phone off and she calls 911 and has to say, I'm stuck in the National Park toilet. Inside the toilet, can you come rescue me? And they did.
They had to come and rescue her out of the porter potty.
Yes.
After who tries to propel themselves with a dog leash down into a toilet?
She does.
I just think that's where she went wrong. At some point, you got to let it go.
And some of those things are down pretty deep. I mean, that hole's, far down.
Makes me want to vomit.
I know. I'm so sorry, but
it's a real thing.
It happened.
Everyone has dropped their phone into a toilet at some point.
You have? I'm sorry.
You've never dropped your phone into a toilet?
No, I will not bring mine near a toilet at all.
It's okay.
I put it on the counter next to me.
No, it has fallen out of my back pocket of my jeans just straight in.
Okay.
But not in a porta potty.
I wonder if Carolyn was in this situation like this lady at the National Park and her phone dropped into the bottom of one of those things. Would you, Carolyn?
I would not go get it. No.
You'd leave it?
Not out of that. Mm-mm.
Okay.
But, okay, now I'm thinking, because what if I'm by myself in the middle of the forest with no one else? And that's my, lifeline in case something happens.
Well, you have to use the maps to get back home and get out of the park.
Oh, my gosh. Now she's lost?
Right?
Oh, yeah, I guess I would.
Yeah, see?
Oh,
and those things are not cheap.
Yeah, but that's a cost I'm willing to take.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
So I don't know if you've seen this. It's on the feeds. I've seen it on YouTube. There's this black bear roaming around the streets of downtown Asheville. Crazy. There's one, I think the police department captured this, where the bear is casually walking across the crosswalk, not in the middle of the road, literally used the crosswalk, then went up a tree and did some people watching. Just casual people watches. Like, I'm very interested in downtown.
Asheville is one of the best cities to people watch in, and you can watch the drum circles. There's so many different types of people there.
He must have been mesmerized. So they did get him and put him back out where he's supposed to live, not in downtown. He's not supposed to have a loft or anything downtown,
Yet.
Yeah. Third time he's done this. He's got a tracker on, so they know who this bear is and where he's supposed to live,
the
not
best
downtown.
part is he has a tracker on, so they know where he's going and when he gets there, and yet he still has time to roam around and climb a tree and people watch.
Downtown.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Huron, I believe that's how you say his name. He's a YouTuber. He decided 850 days ago that he is going to run every day. I don't know if he just said, I want go running, like Forrest Gump, but he's run every day for over now 850 days. He's a vlogger, so he has a YouTube channel. He talks about this. But what's interesting to me is that when he talks about this, while he finds a lot of benefit from running, he says, hey, listen, this could be bad for you too. If you don't do it right, this can be bad for you. So he gives the do's and the don'ts and what to do. He runs every day, even if it's 20 minutes. So he's not going out there busting out a marathon or plus every day. He's like, if I can run 10, 20 minutes, I've accomplished, it helps me focus just to get out there and do some kind of activity.
All I heard in that was it's not a good idea to run.
Every day, yeah.
No. I heard it's not a good idea to run.
Oh, that's all she heard. That's all she heard.
I heard.
Evidently,
No.
Carolyn does not like to run.
I do not. No. And you know what? My husband is a runner, so he runs like 3 days a week. And 3 days a week, he'll say, babe, you want to go running? And I'll say, no, I'm going to go back to bed. Like we drop off the kids, we come home and he's like, let's go for a run. And I'm like, I'm going to run to the bed, go to sleep for another half hour before I have to be up.
Uh-huh.
And he goes and he runs by himself every day.
About 18 years ago, a friend of mine introduced me to running when I was going through a journey to get healthy because I was a really, 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 really big guy. I'm big now, but not like I was then. And I just fell in love with it. I loved endurance. And I thought I would never do that in my life.
You love running.
I love running. I love cycling. I like working out. That's me.
No,
I like all that stuff.
I like being healthy. I just don't like doing the things to get healthy. Like moving.